The Flash is set to come out November 2022, and we still don't know much about the movie. Like, who is going to be the villain? Michael Keaton is returning as Batman, Ben Affleck is returning as Batman, Sasha Calle is portraying Supergirl, and we don't know what other surprises are in store for us as viewers, especially who will the Flash go up against? Who's the villain of this movie? Now, there's some theories out there, there's some rumors that we might know who is the villain of the Flash solo movie. Now, some set images leaked. Well, a lot of stuff have been leaking from the Flash movie, where Ezra Miller was Barry Allen on set, talking to Barry Allen. Now, many people thought that, it's a stunt double. But they were wearing different clothes. Now, some outlets said they have sources. Some people hear rumors that Barry Allen could be the villain of the Flash movie. This comes from The Direct, and they have an interesting article about this. Ezra Miller's Barry Allen to face a darker version of himself in the Flash movie. Exclusive. Director Andy Muschietti confirmed in January 2020 that while The Flash will base its plot on the iconic Flashpoint storyline from the comics, it will be a different version of Flashpoint than you're expecting. One key difference from the source material is that Thomas Wayne will not appear in a supporting role like the original story. Instead, Ezra Miller's The Flash will get help from Michael Keaton's Batman. In July 2021, set photos emerged from The Flash's London shoot that showed Ezra Miller performing a scene as Barry Allen alongside an apparent doppelganger. Fans theorized that this Barry counterpart was an alternate reality version of the Central City superhuman, possibly from the universe where Michael Keaton's Batman exists. The two seem to be in deep conversation in those set photos as they walked down a street in civilian clothing. Unfortunately for Barry Allen, this doppelganger will not be as friendly as he appears. Barry meets his match. The Direct can exclusively report that this other Barry Allen will serve as a primary villain in the movie, acting as a dark Flash antagonist to the displaced Barry Allen. According to our sources, elements of this plotline will be heavily inspired by the Flashpoint comic storyline and the villainous Reverse Flash. Flash is the villain. The original Flashpoint story was triggered after Barry Allen went back in time and saved his mother from being murdered. Unfortunately, this caused a ripple across time that changed everything else for the worse. Bruce Wayne was killed instead of his parents. Superman's pod crashed into Metropolis, killing thousands, and Barry was no longer the Flash. Awakened in this new world, Barry initially believed that someone else was responsible for the calamity. Barry blamed the Reverse Flash, his arch enemy, for this damaged reality. However, after his enemy restored his fading memories, Barry realized that he was the villain of this story. In the Flash movie, the doppelganger narrative will take cues from these events in Flashpoint. While he will be villainous in nature, it's possible that this counterpart will take on the Reverse Flash's role and won't be fully responsible for the world being changed or for Barry ending up in his alternate reality. This won't be the first time that an evil version of Flash has appeared in live action adaptation. The CW's third season of The Flash featured Savitar as the main villain, who was eventually revealed to be a time remnant of Barry Allen, with both roles played by series star Grant Gustin. Strangely, this double of Barry's didn't seem hostile towards him in the scene that leaked via set photos as they're engaged in a conversation in public. Fans will have to wait to see how the villainous version of Barry Allen will end up in the Flash movie as it hits theaters November 4th, 2022. That's pretty insane, guys. That is amazing to think that Barry Allen, Ezra Miller, will be the villain. Now, when those set photos leaked, of course, it wasn't Ezra Miller talking to Ezra Miller. It was Ezra Miller talking to an extra or another actor, of course. And what will happen is Ezra Miller's face will be digitally put onto that guy's face. So he's talking to himself. And they're wearing different clothes. So it has to be Barry Allen talking to Barry Allen. but Barry Allen being the villain. Now, I don't know if Barry Allen will be like an outright villain, like I'm evil, I'm causing this flashpoint paradox, or it will be innocent Barry Allen who makes a mistake. He goes back in time by accident and causes this ripple effect where Ben Affleck's Batman dies, or maybe his mother lived and his father died, or something like that. I'm not too sure what exactly is going to happen, but I don't know if the other version of Barry Allen will be villainous and he will know exactly what he's doing. Maybe he will. Maybe instead of doing Reverse Flash, they will do evil Barry Allen, evil Flash, Dark Flash versus the Flash that we know and love. And that would be an interesting take, because we don't know the villain for this movie. We know that Michael Keaton's in it and Supergirl and Ben Affleck, but who is the main villain? Who's going to cause problems for these heroes in this movie? Will it just be about Flash trying to get back to his normal reality? Michael Keaton's going to help him? Something like that. Maybe, just maybe. We've seen Savitar before in the Flash series. We've seen Reverse Flash. We've seen Zoom. So it would be interesting to see a different variation of this from Andy Muschietti, where it is the Flash versus the Flash, only an evil Flash. I think that would be very, very interesting. Now, I have watched the Flashpoint Paradox animated movie. I thought it was pretty good. I did like it. Barry Allen kind of mistakenly changes time. Bruce Wayne's dead. Thomas Wayne's Batman. I thought it was very interesting, and I would have loved to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan play Thomas Wayne Batman in an alternate universe. I would have absolutely loved that. I love, Jeffrey Dean Morgan from The Walking Dead, and he was in Batman v Superman. Zack Snyder brought him in, had him from Watchmen as well. So that would have been awesome to see that. But Michael Keaton is a bigger star in terms of he played Batman before, Batman 89, Batman Returns. He is iconic in the role. So bringing back Michael Keaton as Batman, it creates more hype than casting Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Thomas Wayne Batman. That's just my opinion. So I don't think this is going to be an outright adaptation of the Flashpoint Paradox comic book storyline. I don't think that we will see Thomas Wayne in this movie. I don't think the letter aspect will be brought into it, because Barry Allen goes to Thomas Wayne. Thomas Wayne writes a letter to his son. Flash resets everything, gives it to Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne cries. Maybe there'll be a different version of that, but I don't think we're going to get to see Thomas Wayne. I would love to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan show up. Put him in there. Why not? It's a Flashpoint movie. It's a multiverse movie. Put him in there. One more Batman can't hurt, can it? But yeah, this is interesting that Barry Allen could be fighting a darker version of himself. Now, maybe the version of himself that he's fighting is just a Barry Allen who made a mistake. Or maybe it's a Barry Allen that knows exactly what he's doing and he's evil and wants to beat good Flash and kill him and cause this terrible rift across timelines. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait for more information to come out. I think this could be a thing where we don't find out who the villain of this movie is until maybe we actually sit down to watch it. I think the trailers, I think the marketing could live off Flash, Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, Sasha Calle, Supergirl, without actually telling us who the main villain. And keep that for the movie, a big twist. Oh my god, it's actually Ezra Miller. He's the villain. That would be pretty interesting and pretty cool. But guys, what's your thoughts on these rumors, on these scoops? The Direct have sources. They say that this is true, that Barry Allen will be facing Barry Allen, just a darker version of himself in the movie. Do you believe it? Do you think it's true, false? Let me know your thoughts below, guys. I really appreciate you watching this channel. Give a like, comment, subscribe. Come follow me on all the social medias, Movies That Matter, on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All that good stuff. Come interact with me. If you watch the channel, just let me know. I'll follow you back, of course. Really appreciate that, guys. And Barry Allen, The Flash movie is coming November 4th, 2022, and I'm so excited because Ben Affleck seems to be in a good part of this movie. Definitely an awesome action sequence. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it's all good. Thanks for watching, guys.